Haka arpanyu trek kabadai ke singi ke bokot jong ke jingi lap ye ke election chiteng semoy ke lodon ke jingi kena habreng gi nong kerchan jo ke seng Congress bat ke NPP haka shnong Garodubi ke bah don hapo ke Raja Bala constituency haka bala keno bagi nong kerchan ke Congress ke lale ban tambor ye ke yung jong wei nong ilam ke NPP bat haka ni ke jingja ke briu na baro ar kenhun ke la mensau bat keno mar keliang Chief Electoral Officer Uba Frederick R. Kharkongor Ulaitu Baulayo Jingtep na District Election Officer Halor Kate Jingja Hakaba Ula Pentep Baga Jingya Kanar Kalami Hapreng Ki Nongkershan Keseng Congress Bat ke NPP Hadin Belawai ke Jingelap Election Kablakut Hakapor Saubuji Janmit Ulaitu Ba Hakani ke Jingya Kanar Kalami Hapreng Arkwingut Ki Priyo Bat ki Babun Nakini Kila Shumunsau Malumala Bat kini ki Arkwingut Ki Day na Keseng NPP Bat na ke Congress Ulai tu bahag te kapor ki don chicken hun ki priyo ki bayat ling ba ka yo ka badron hapo Garodubi bat ki bay ki shnong ki bamarjan bat halo ka te ki jingya kan at la yo ru ya ki jingmudoi na election agent jong ka NPP bat halo ka te ki jingmudoi la ujor ya ka ejahar kat kum ke jingi thu CEO ki pulit ki kem sangut ki brio halo kete ki jingja bat marmar la pinjari no chisendon da ka section iway saw CRPC ha ka than barok way ha ka ba la pinjuru ya ka jing Pahara da ki pulit bat light na ka jingpor ka jingi kan a CEO laitu bayamanta lala ban te lakam yakinu kinu ki jingja ha ka ba ula batharu ya ki bod district ban long ki bapik ngor bha Habakali kilat Pahara bagatanat election kalapun kre nakam takasngi ban Thep vote haga live hotrek uba Kharkongor ulaitu ba sauperton ki polit CRPF kilapoi da lapin poi da ka sorkar pedeng ya ka ba anpha iki shaki jaka ki bala bandon ki jingja Katkum ke jingi tu CEO ki don arkunaitli ki polling station ki bala ban mi ke huri hura har Raja Bala constituency hinyautli ha marung keneng bach pautli ha mau plang CEO laithoru banalo ki pulit CRPF katrat klayoru ya ki bor Pahara kentup de ki pulit ke jylla pat ki pulit home guard bat la penun kamru de ki web ki lat ban pentikna ba ki election kan ya back.
So we received a report from the district election officer who also received a report from the returning officer and the ARO who was on the spot. So it appears prima facie that the whole clash was basically a kind of political rivalry. It was a clash between the two supporters belonging to ANC and the NPP, and also this clash actually started at the end of the political campaign, which ended at 4 o'clock, and in the process of returning home, a group of people had marched in a procession via Rajabala, via the Rajabala, Bazaar area to Garodubi and Margumari, Pachkandi, and Nayagaon and Old Bhaitbari and Keradawa areas. So there was a written complaint which was received by the election agent of the NPP. There was an election complaint from the election agent of the NPP. It was received, and on the basis of that, a formal FIR was also filed, and also the magistrate in charge of the flying squad team also filed an FIR. So, as per the report, this group clash consisted of about 21 people, and most of whom sustained minor injuries, not any major injuries. And these 21 people who were involved in the clash belonged to both the NPP as well as the INC parties. So there was no report of any hospitalization. They just sustained minor injuries, and they were discharged after receiving the primary first aid. Then, as per the report that I received from the DO, 4 persons have been arrested in this connection, and also immediately the DC is also in fact imposed the section 144 in that area. And in addition to that, there's a lot of patrolling that is on in that area. The OC of Fulbari and the SP and the and the SGPO are reviewing that situation very closely so that there are no further flare-ups. So as of now, the situation is under control. It appeared to be an like unprovoked clash which has happened, and it was not premeditated or something. It was a spur of the moment clash, and it was quickly brought under control through these measures. I just mentioned that arrests of 4 persons have been made, FIRs have been filed, and also Section 144 has also been imposed in that area. I have asked the DC and the RO to keep strict vigil and to report to us about any further developments in this incident. In fact, at 4 o'clock today, I'm going to have a review meeting with both the deputy commissioners, East Khasi Hills as well as West Garo Hills, and from the police, also the chief police nodal officer will also be here. Will also be joining me in the VC, and also the SPs of both the districts will also be there. So we will take stock of not only this incident but also other security measures apart from other election reviews. So these are a few of the measures that are on in the context of the upcoming by-elections. So we have received 4 companies from the CAPF. 4 CAPF. Four companies of the CAPF we have received from the center, and these will be effectively deployed at all the vulnerable locations. As per the initial vulnerability mapping that we had, about 29 vulnerable polling stations are there under Rajawala, and about 7 are there in Maurukning and 10 in Mawphlang. So apart from these CAPF, there will also be the deployment of the state police and the home guard, and also in those areas where we cannot send CAPF, we will have webcasting, direct telecast from the polling station, which is about 16 polling station. As per ECI guidelines, at least 10% of each constituency we should have webcasting. So for example, in Maurukning, which has about 60 polling stations, so we have about 6 polling stations which are on webcasting, and the other 2 which are nearly about 50 polling stations each, we will be having 5 such polling stations under webcasting. Apart from that, micro observers are being deployed, videographers are being deployed, and we also have the sector officers, the zonal officers, and the flying squads will also be there to ensure that there is confidence in all the poll going constituencies. And in addition to that, we have also taken cognizance of some threats that have been made here in East Khasi Hills by some organizations, and from the district police, they will be deploying sections of CAPF for area domination, and also they will also have long range patrolling, what is known as LRP, long range patrolling in some vulnerable areas, and also at the same time these will be deployed in both the constituencies, and also there will be round the clock surveillance at the residence and in around the movement areas of the contesting candidates. These are some, and apart from that, there will be 5 tactical teams or quick response teams, QRTs, which will be detailed in every constituency and placed at strategic locations for prompt reaction. So from the point of view of arrangements, all the security concerns have been factored into in both the districts where poll going constituencies, where the poll going constituencies are there. And apart from that, I'll be having a separate review, as I just mentioned, in an hour's time from now. So basically all measures are being taken to ensure that people can vote in a free and fair manner.